Residents of over 200 villages now find themselves targeted on a daily basis by heavily armed herdsmen reportedly cloaked in military camouflage. Daily Post gathered that over the past 3 months, the toll has been staggering, with over 500 lives allegedly lost within 3 local government areas in Benue's South Senatorial District known as Idoma Land. Villages in Otukpo, Akpa, and Agatu local government areas are bearing the brunt, with reports of marauders butchering several locals, leaving many homes completely burnt down and numerous residents still missing. The perpetrators, however, remain elusive, with no one claiming responsibility for the heinous attack, though locals point fingers at Fulani herdsmen. Agatu, which enjoyed relative peace in recent years, has since again been visited with bloodbath extending to neighboring communities and local government areas like Akpa and Otukpo. The latest wave of violence that ravaged Agatu left communities like Ogwomugo, Ikpela, Ijima, Okokolo, Olego Moku, Alego Yinlo, Nahem, Ocholo Ya, Abugbe, Ugbujo, Udugbeho, and Ologbo Bidu devastated, with numerous lives lost. What started as a mere flicker of unrest in Aguta has now erupted into a full-blown war, spreading to villages like Omogidi and Enetakpa areas of Adoka in Otukpo. Idoma youth faced armed men with limited resources. A local source revealed that over 700 armed men have surrounded Otukpo, Akpa, and Agatu villages with no security personnel in sight to challenge them at the moment, despite the valiant efforts of Idamo youth from Ohimini who volunteered to defend their ancestral homes. They are faced with formidable adversaries armed with highly sophisticated weapons like MG3, Heckler, and Koch G3, AK-47, and other dangerous arms. Villagers have also continued to bemoan the scarcity of security personnel in the affected areas. A local vigilante who refused to be named recounted a recent encounter with security personnel who, rather than offering protection, warned against any retaliatory actions. He told our reporters, "We, the youth from Ohimini and Ugboju, came here to help our brothers and sisters, but things turned out really tough. The security people who were supposed to protect us didn't do a good job. When we got here, one of them warned us that if we shoot without caution, they would take away our guns. We only have Den guns, also called Shakabula, with 10 rounds of ammunition. But when we went into the forest, things were much harder than we thought. The enemies we faced were too difficult to handle, and we had to retreat." In a widely circulated video obtained by our reporters, one of the volunteers currently on the battlefield revealed what the villagers were going through. According to him, the attackers seemed to be on a mission to erase the Idoma community from the map of Nigeria. We are about 50 youths from the neighboring communities, and when we arrived here, the situation was way beyond our expectations. Facing these people with our Dane guns is a suicide mission. They are fully clad in military uniforms. Unfortunately, we fell into their ambush and they killed 4 of us. Currently, we are trying to retrieve the bodies from the bush to prevent them from decaying, but we no longer have ammunition. These attackers shoot on sight. We urge the government to come to our aid. Idoma leaders, please help us. We are under siege. Our land is under attack, and they are slaughtering us like chickens. Without any provocation, they unleash gunfire on anyone in the line of sight. Our land is besieged, and we are left bewildered about what led to this," he lamented. The military has also spared from the ongoing onslaught. Just last week, Operation Wheel Stroke suffered a significant blow after losing three of its members in a coordinated attack perpetrated by suspected Fulani herdsmen in Agatu. In a detailed account of the invasion by the marauding herders and the huge cost paid by his troop to secure Agatu, the OPWS Force Commander, Major General Sunday Igbino Wahia, explained that his troop deployed to the Agu community reacted following the huge numbers of people fleeing the Okokolo community penultimate Thursday. According to him, on injury, the troops were informed that terrorists suspected to be armed herdsmen were advancing towards the town to attack it. The troops immediately mobilized and proceeded to the community, which is about 15 kilometers from their base. The success achieved was, however, at a huge cost when three of the troops, paying the supreme sacrifice to prevent the killing of the inhabitants of Okokolo and the intended sacking of the community. The community volunteered guards established in August 2022 under the leadership of a former governor, Samuel Otom, to enhance community security, find themselves grappling with helplessness in the face of the escalating war. A member of the guard who expressed dissatisfaction pointed out that the current government is not giving them the necessary support and attention they need. According to the guard member, Governor Hyacinth Alia should set aside politics and come to the rescue of his people. He pleaded, "This is not the time for politics. The governor is not really giving us the attention and the necessary support. We expect him to do more because this fight is beyond the police or army alone. We are residents of these communities. We know all the corners and can contribute in our own small way to support the other security agencies. If this continues, one day you might wake up to find that Idoma land has been taken over by Fulani herdsmen." Worried over the worrisome situation, the senator representing Benue South Senatorial District and Senate Minority Leader Comrade Abba Patrick Moro last week moved a motion on persistent attacks on Benue South communities and called on the Senate for quick intervention. Senator Moro, in his motion, decried the persistent attacks on his constituents by armed men suspected to be bandits and without a single arrest by security operatives. He mentioned the Thursday, January 18, 2024, unprovoked and ruthless attack on Okokolo and its neighboring and the communities of Aguta local government area, which left in its wake loss of many lives and wanton destruction of several means of livelihood worth hundreds of millions of naira.